Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome to Prison Architect. And I thought it would be fun to do a new little series here. And Prison Architect is a game that I've loved for many years now. It's a super fun game. If you haven't played it, highly recommend checking it out. But I wanted to do something a little different with it. And so I'm using the Star Wars Imperial Architect mod. And this mod basically overhauls the entire game with a Star Wars theme, which I just thought it'd be really fun to do. I've been thinking about doing a Prison Architect series again. I actually did one a couple years back, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. So I went with the Star Wars Imperial Architect mod. And it, like, as you can see, if you're familiar with the game, it's just literally everything has been remade with a Star Wars theme. All right, so let's go ahead and plan out our prison. So I usually do I love this tool, this planning tool in the game. I wish more games that had more designing games like this had that feature, because it's so useful. So we're gonna do, let's see, 1, 2. So we'll have a 2x2 hallway. So right now I'm building the offices. So what is that, 12 by 9? So we'll do 12 by 9. I like when I play this game, I really love doing this pre-planning bit. I just think it's so much fun. If you've watched any of my other series, you know that planning is a big part of what I love to do in these kind of creative management type games. So this is going to be the entry area. So these are going to be the offices. So it's going to be staff only, a little hallway in there. And then we need a room for the reception, which we'll do, let's do we'll do it off of here. And I don't think reception needs to be a very big room, I don't think. So this will be our reception. Hopefully it's big enough. It doesn't say, there we go. It doesn't have a size requirement. It just has to be indoors. It has to have an Imperial console, which I think is just a desk, a small table, and a chair. And I think that should be good. So then we also want to do, we need to do a little holding cell, which I think we'll do we'll do off of this. So that'll be our holding cell. And then we'll have, well, actually, let's do, I was going to make a little hallway, but I think what I'll do instead is we'll just have kind of a little 2-gate system. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. So this whole room will be the reception area. So that's where the prisoners go to get their new prison clothing and all that fun stuff. And then let's see. Okay, so then we have our holding cell. So any prisoners who, if we don't have room, enough cells for them, they'll just kind of hang out in there. And then, so let's build our first cell block. And I'm gonna actually build it off of this. So we'll have another little hallway here. And we want to make sure our prison is nice and secure. So we're gonna do another kind of double gated area. Now the cells are not, they don't need to be that big. They only need to be 2 by 3, which means our wall only needs to be, it's 5 by 4. So this is 5 by 4, but the inside is 2 by 3. So that's what our cells are going to be. But what I usually like to do, so if we do that, and I usually make 5 per row in a cell block with 2 rows for a total of 10 cells per block. So we're just planning these out like that. And then up here, I like to do just like a little shower area so that each cell block has its own shower. And we don't have to worry about other cell blocks like having to like mingle with each other during when they have to shower, because then you're just looking for trouble that way. All right, and then I'm actually going to build another cell block. So what if we do, so how big is that? That's 19 by 12. So then we're going to do a second one, like that. And this is going to be our second cell block. So we'll have a total of 20 prisoners. Did I make that big enough? I did. Okay. All right, cool. And then we need to do... So I'm going to build another wall here because we may have another group of cell blocks over here. But until we're ready to expand, we'll just make this a wall for now. And then the other thing we need is... So we need a canteen because they need a place to eat. And this doesn't have a requirement size either, but it has to be big enough that however many prisoners you have, they can all fit in there. So like if we do, I think, is there a quick build? Yeah. So that's like sort of a basic size if we wanted to quick build a canteen, which we could just do like off of this. And then we need a kitchen as well, which I usually like to do. I usually like to build them right off of each other. So if we place him there, I'm going to do these quick build ones. So then once we actually get these built, they'll be ready to go. So we'll close that off. We are going to need a yard. So maybe we have the yard back here. So we could do like, for now, we'll probably have to change it as we sort of expand our prison. So let's unpause the game, and in this mod, all of the worker characters are now Astro droids, which is pretty awesome. They're all R2 droids. So we're gonna have them build that. So this may take a lot of money, but we'll have it all built up and it'll be good. Alright, so we got all that built, and we actually gonna need to take one of our grants. So we'll do basic detention center because we should get that pretty soon, and administration center. So those are the two we'll take. That gives us a big bump in money, and then we just need to finish off our first cell block here, so we already have the cells, the beds, and the toilets. We just need to get some of the utilities in there. So we'll start with electrical. And this will come down here because we need to power our administration area. So we'll bring that all the way up there. That should take care of that. I don't think we need water. So we'll build this up around here. Actually bring that up there. And then we'll use these smaller pipes around here, which will serve for the toilets and the showers, which are going to be up here. Okay, great. So we have power now. And it looks like those still don't have water. Oh, oops. I'm dumb. I connected the wrong the wrong part. There we go. There we are. Alright, so now we got flowing water. So we should be good there. We should be good to get our first intake of prisoners. So we'll fill the capacity, which, oh, well, right now it says 0. We have to, we have to designate these as cells. So there we go. There we are. This needs to be designated as a shower. So that's a shower. What does this say it's missing? Okay, it's not missing anything. It was just paused. We do need to get shower heads for our shower, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. Finding them in this. This has always been like one of the toughest parts of this game. Is like finding things in this list because it's just never very easy. So we're going to do those all the way across. We need to get a drain so that our water doesn't leak out everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more shower heads so that way we have 1 for each prisoner. And we'll just do right there. Perfect. All right, and we have our first prisoners, but guess what? We don't have any staff. So let's go ahead and get our stormtroopers. And while they're doing that, let's fill out the rest of the foundation because I noticed like a lot of this is not filled in. All right, and then the other thing we need to do is get, this is always like the fun part when starting a new prison because you have to get like all the basic stuff set up, right? So we'll get our utilities there. Then we need to get the large water pipe again. We'll bring that out here. Okay, so we got that straightened out for the most part. We're just waiting on, we need to get some pipes connected to that, but we have it built up. Right now, our prisoners are sleeping. They're getting ready to eat. And while they're doing that, let's get our offices together. So let's look for office, and we're just gonna designate all of these as offices. So we'll start over here. So we need, well, it is minimum of 4x4. It is 4x4, right? Oops. Oh, they're 3x3. Shoot, I made this. Oh, these need to be 6x6. Oh no, we messed that up. And by we, I mean I messed those up. Crap. Alright, well, before we figure that out, let's go ahead. We need to designate our yard because we don't have a yard yet. So there we go. There's a yard. So they'll go there in their free time. They'll do whatever they need to do. Have a grand old time. Oh, what? I don't understand why. That stuff kept happening. Actually, there we go. So rebuild that. Get all that straightened out. So then this is going to be reception, this little hallway area. So we'll do reception. And then this is going to be our holding cell. So reception needs, it needs Imperial console, table, and chairs. So we'll do a table. It needs a chair and an Imperial console. So we'll speed up our time. So that should take care of reception. Cool. And then holding cell, we just need a toilet and some benches. So let's go ahead and get those. So this is a bench. So we'll do our bench, like 2 benches there, and then we'll do a couple toilets like this. Because you know what? They're in a holding cell. They can go to the bathroom in front of each other if need be. Didn't I place? I thought I placed a bench right there. There we go. So they should get that straightened out. All right, so our to-do list, prisoner intake, is currently filled to capacity, which we're at capacity. But although we do have one up for release soon. Administration Center, we need 2 offices. So we're gonna have to, man, I hate to have to do this, but we're gonna have to demolish these and make them bigger, which is a wee bit unfortunate that I messed that up. But, you know, what can you do? Except for playing it out better. Alright, so we got that straightened out with the offices. We had a little bit of some fighting going on. So we got some injured prisoners, but we don't have a doctor yet, so we can't do anything to help them at the moment. But grants. I think we should be able to take another grant. Which actually we can do the health and well-being, detention center maintenance, visit security procedure certification, which means we would need to hire like security officers and things like that. But I feel like the health and well-being, which would require medical ward, 2 doctors, and an intelligence officer, which will help because we have some injured prisoners already. So we'll get that working. We also need to get some doors. So let's do, what kind of doors do we want to use? We need just like staff doors, right? So, although there aren't double staff doors, which is kind of what we built the hallway for, but I guess we could just do this and then just put walls there. There we are. Okay, so what do we need to do now? We need to... Staff are exhausted. I know they're exhausted. Let's do a staff room. We'll make this a staff room, actually. And we're going to dismantle this stuff because we don't need it for staff room. But what we do need is a sofa and Imperial Hollow projector. So let's do sofa. We'll do a nice wide sofa. And then we'll do, what is this? Imperial Hollow projector. There we go. I think it's just like a TV, right? We'll do one of those there. So I'll give our staff a nice little staff room to relax in. And it's already doing well. Oh, why don't those have... do this all the way down there. Not that we don't need the holding cell right now because we have enough cells for them, but we need to make sure we get that going. Okay, so Administration Center, we need hire Imperial Officer, so let's go ahead and do that. And unlock finances through bureaucracy, hire a finance officer. All right. Alright, so we'll go up to bureaucracy, we need to do finance. So as we're researching that, we'll get that in 5 hours of time. Cool. We're gonna also need to make sure that we should probably just go ahead and get security because we're gonna need the deployment one, which allows us to create patrols and stuff for our guards, which is gonna be important, especially for the jail cell or the cell block there. All right, so I think we got that. So now we just need to hire a finance officer. So let's go ahead and do that. Finance officer, we'll put you right in there. Nice, so that gave us the rest of that grant. And we still have some injured prisoners, but you know what, honestly, like we don't have the medical center set up yet, but I think we're well on our way. I think we should be doing good. They're all sleeping. They got full bellies because they just ate. And I think one last thing I would like to do, which I usually try to do, is do a simple fence around the perimeter of the prison just in case a prisoner maybe gets out. They won't be able to escape. What is this guy? He's just chilling over there, not doing anything. So if we do... So we're just going to build a simple chain link fence perimeter. Right there. And this will help ensure that if a prisoner somehow gets out of the prison, hopefully they won't be able to leave the grounds and they won't be able to escape. But I think I'm going to leave this episode here for now. Hopefully you guys think this will be a fun new series. I think it'll be fun. It may be like a shorter series. I don't know. We may keep it going if you guys are really interested. But I just thought it would be fun because Prison Architect is one of my favorite games, and using the Imperial Architect mod is a lot of fun, being the big Star Wars fan that I am. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully if you're new to the channel, you like seeing it kind of mixing up the games a little bit. But yeah, so be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.